Ho, ho, ho. Merry wrestling season. And in this wrestling season, I'm going to be showing you guys a little hobby that I like to do when I'm not wrestling. And that is UFC cards. Insert UFC cards into the frame. Boom. Brand new box, 2022. Fresh out of GameStop. And I'm going to show you guys all of the cards I already have. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy a different style of YouTube video for you guys. So, let's open it up. See what we get. This is a hobby I like to do. I've collected UFC cards for starting this past year, 2024. Maybe early 2025 I collected them. And I fell in love with them because I love the sport. I love learning the backgrounds and the stories of each fighter. And more importantly, I just love collecting cards. I used to be big into Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's the tab number if anyone is curious about that. Donruss Optics. Not Donruss. Donruss Optics. Alright. Holy smokes. There's a lot of packs. So, I'm going to take a sip of this. It's still too hot. So, let's see. Thing 1. Pack 1. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Holly Holm. Okay. That's a tough card. That's a tough pull. Bantamweight. Gilbert Burns. Alright. No hate on Gilbert Burns. He's tough. Bryce Mitchell. He's a fighter that's been stirring up some stuff recently. Then we got Alexander Rakic, light heavyweight, and we got Henry Cejudo, the wrestling GOAT, who sadly just retired. So I'm going to organize them in order of weight class off to the side. That way I can start stacking them. Welterweight. Or just stack them off to the side. Good enough. All right. That was pack number 1. Let's eat a marshmallow. Mmm. Good. Pack number 2. All right. We got Alex Perez at flyweight. Nice. Okay. Alex Perez at flyweight. That's tough. Tough pull. Then we got Islam Makhachev at lightweight, which is sick because that's obviously everyone knows that's sick. That's a sick pull because that guy's if you didn't know, like a champion right now in the division. In welterweight, he just went up and took out JDM. Rip to my boy JDM. Tough walkout though. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson at welterweight. That's a pull. It's a legendary card. Oh, Voices of the Octagon. Joe A. Martinez, sorry. That's tough. I've actually never seen this card. I've never got this. This is the first card for me. That's sick. And then lastly, a My House Kamaru Usman card. That's tough. I like that. That's sick. All right. 4 packs left. And 10 cards down. Let's see what we get next. All right. We got Valentin Luick, I think. That's a pretty cool card. I've never heard of him, but he seems like a pretty cool fighter. He is the Silent Assassin. That's a pretty cool nickname. He's a welterweight fighter. Then we have Stipe Miocic, which is heavyweight when he was in heavyweight, which he's a tough guy. He's arguably considered one of the heavyweight GOATs. Then we have Corey Sandhagen. I was actually looking for him because he's one of the guys I have on my bantamweight rankings. I've been trying to fill up his slot. That's a sick card pull. That's awesome. He recently lost to my GOAT, Murad the Machine, who will be getting his get back against Peter Yan. That will happen. Just wait. Then we got Glover Textera. I have a couple of these guys, so maybe comment down below if you want a Glover Textera, and maybe I'll send it to you. And next we got Valentina Shevchenko. She's a goat. She's tough. She's a dog. And we got the Stargazing edition, which is sick. Sorry for the little glitch there. We had to stop for a second. Is it cold enough? I mean, cool enough to drink. Finally. That's good. Christmas spirit. I might edit some Christmas music over this. Depends on if I want to get monetized or not. And our next pack is going to be... Alright, let's see. K-Car of France. He's a dog. He is a dog. K-Car of France. Taylor Santos. That's a sick card. She's at flyweight. She's a dog. Sorry, organizing them. We got Max Holloway. Featherweight edition, Max Holloway. That's a sick pull. He's a dog. BMF, he's actually going to be defending against Charles DuBronx. That's going to be a sick fight. And we got Dominic Cruz, the bantamweight OG. Former bantamweight GOAT. But in my opinion, he's a bantamweight OG. He's tough. He's a dog. And then we got another Bryce Mitchell, but Dominators edition. I love Bryce Mitchell. I like the way he fights. I think he's cool. I don't know if he deserves to be a Dominator card, though. But that's still really cool. Because his recent losses. He's making his bantamweight debut, or already did. He took out a Russian guy. Which is pretty cool. He's still a tough fighter, though. I like that he has his own custom shorts. Alright, let's get our second to last pack open. We got Arnold Allen. That's a tough pull. Featherweight. Featherweight dog. Got Martina Rodriguez at strawweight. She's cool. I've not heard of her, but she grinded away split decision victory in her 4th consecutive win streak. That's pretty cool. That's what at least what it says on the card. It's a cool card. Never hurts to have him. No idea how to pronounce Askar Askarov. That's pretty cool. He is a flyweight. He is... Did he retire? The Bullet. He's named Bullet, which is funny because we have Gene Black Bullet or Sacred Striker now. But that's pretty cool. That's a cool card. Flyweight. And then we have Alexa Grasso. A flyweight card as well. A lot of boys like to, not say what they do, but they like her. She's a very popular fighter. And lastly, we have Daniel Cormier. Is that tough or what? A Lumographic Daniel Cormier too. Or like a purple one. That's cool. And now for our last pack, we're going to take a little more sip of this. Hot chocolate. That's good. You see the little TFC belt. It's going to be staying where it belongs with the champ. Yeah, final pack. Here we go. All right, we have Tony Ferguson, welterweight edition. Or is it? Oh, sorry, lightweight. Tito Ortiz, light heavyweight. Then we got John Jones, pre-scandal edition. Well, middle scandal edition. Light heavyweight. He's still a dog, though. John Jones is still a GOAT. He's probably one of the most goated American fighters. Then you got Nate Diaz, welterweight. That's pretty cool. I have a couple of him. He's a dog. Nate Diaz is a dog. And then you got, also known as Gamebred Jorge Masvidal. That's sick. What weight class is he? I think he's welterweight. I actually have no idea. That's cool, though. All right. Let me turn the camera real quick. Camera turned so you guys can see all of the cards we pulled from this bag. Pretty cool. Now time to show you guys my actual collection. All right, let's get straight down to business. Oh, forgot you guys were there. Here's some cards that I have specially put in cases. Sean O'Malley. Pretty cool one. Jordan Love's hanging out over here. He's one of my only football cards I have. Because I'm not as big a fan. Khabib Nurmagomedov, because I was trying to sell him, because I have a couple of Khabibs. Dominic Cruz, oh, there's a couple stuck in them. Dominic Cruz, Bantamweight OG, like mentioned. Then there's Henry Cejudo. Not the holographic one like the other one we have, but still a really cool Henry Cejudo card. I hope he enjoys his retirement. He left a really good legacy. And Bo Nickel. I'm a very big fan of this guy. He wrestled for Penn State, and now he fights for the UFC, and just got a really good walk-off head kick KO recently. And lastly, the GOAT, and the most iconic duo in the UFC, Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili. Two absolute just stars. I love watching both of them. I'm a really big fan of Merab. I actually wish I could meet him one day. He's definitely one of my idols. I love his work ethic, and how hard he works. Now time to show you. So I like to organize in order of rankings. So you go down the line, you got Alexander Pantoja, and Joshua Van, because Joshua Van stole the belt. Alexander Pantoja, Brandon Royale, Amir Kikar France, you actually removed from the rankings, Alex Perez, and it just goes down the line. Then you got Bantamweight, speaking of Bantamweights, we're about to add him in here. You have an order. You have the current champion, Peter Yan, unfortunately. Then you got Merab the Machine. You got Sean O'Malley. You got Umar Nurmagomedov. You got Corey Sandhagen. And then you got Marlon Vera. We're missing a couple of guys. Then you go over here and you got Rob Front and Kyler Phillips. Those guys are also in bantamweight. Then you got featherweight. You got Alexander Volkanovski, the Great. And then you got Molzavar, the #1 contender. And then you got Diego Lopez. You got Yair Rodriguez, Aljamain Sterling. And you got Arnold Allen. And you got Brian Ortega. And then you got Josh Emmett, of course. And then you got Dan Ice and Giga Gadide. Then you got lightweight. We're missing Ilya, sadly. But we have another GOAT, and who should be rightfully fighting for the title instead of Patty. Arman Tsarukyan, the #1 contender. #2 guy we're missing is Charles. Max Holloway. Justin Gaethje, missing. Dan Hooker, #6 guy. Matters Gamrot. You got Rafael Feliz. Michael Chandler. Always love watching him fight. Then you got Beneil Dariush, who fell down a little bit. And you got Islam Makhachev, the current welterweight champion. I moved him up a card because obviously you know he's welterweight. Then you got #1 contender, which is JDM. We don't have. We have Ian Gary, not Dan Gary. Ian Gary, Shavkat. You got Bell Muhammad, who fell down a lot because of his back-to-back L's. You got Sean Brady, and then you got Kamaru Usman. Then you go to middleweight. You got Hazmat, who's the current champion. Then you go down a little bit. You got Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya, a very popular guy. Anthony Hernandez, a rated rookie card. And you go over. You got Roman Doloside, Akram Azilorov, Dagestani. There's a hair in him, sorry. And then there's the GOAT, Dominic Reyes. But he is on the next page, sorry. Tripping me up. We got the #1 shared contenders, Muhammad Ankalaev and Yuri Prohaska. We do not have an Alex Pereira. Then we got Khalil Roundtree, another goated fighter. Jan Blast, he's a GOAT. He had a tie in his last fight, I'm pretty sure. Jamal Hill and Dominic Reyes, like mentioned. Then you got, in the light heavyweight still, you got Johnny Walker and Nikita Krylov. You got, and then that's it for light heavyweight for ranking wise. You got Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gahn, Alexander Koikov, Curtis Blades, Sergey White. Oh, two different Sergeys. That's funny. Two different Sergeys. And Derek Lewis, a GOAT. Then you got Tai Tuivasa. He's famous for that. And then there's Marcin. You have two. And then you go to female rankings. Here's the females. Alexa Grasso and a couple other big names like Rose. Then you go to... All right. Then next page, we got flyweight Alexa Grasso. All right. Sorry, we already went through this. Whoops. I don't know why I went back a page. You got bantamweight. You got Caitlin Vieira, Leanne Santos, and Macy and Irene. A bunch of notable fighters. You got Mackenzie Dern, Yan, a bunch of other really cool fighters at strawweight. And then you got the Crunch Time UFC guys. You got Crunch Time, Volkanovski, Yuri, Sean O'Malley, and Figueroa. That's pretty cool. You got some Dominators, which is about to add Bryce Mitchell to that. Got some Dominator cards. We have Bryce Mitchell, Francis Ngannou, Sean Brady, and Ian Gary. Then you got Octagon Marvel cards. These are sick. You got Jessica Andre, Leon Edwards, biggest upset in history against Kamaru Usman. Francis Ngannou, a dominant fighter. Tai Tuivasa, a limited edition one, by the way. And a Brennan Morayo. Yep. Then you got Dominators again, some older card Dominators. You got Francis Ngannou and Cosmot. You got the Dare to be Great Connor card. You got Retro Series, Chuck Liddell and George St. Pierre. You got Islam Makhachev, Untouchable, and you got two Octagon Authorities. On the next page, you got My House, Glover Teixeira. You got Martina. I guess I do have one of him. I thought I never had him. Cool. I guess we have one already. Brock Lesnar, fantasy matchups, which are really cool. And you got Stairmasters. These are sick. Amanda Nunes and Islam. And you got Stargazing, Kamaru Usman, and oh my goodness, Israel Adesanya. You got Chaos cards, Chael, Bo Nickel, and Molsvar. And then you got Top of the Class and Plexus. And the rest of these cards past this page are just random cards that aren't ranked but are really cool. Here's some fighting moments. The camera will lock in. I thought these are pretty cool. And go down the line, you got some Saquon Barkley, who was ranked at one point. Older Dominic Cruz, Colby Covington, P.D. Yan, Daniel Rodriguez. You had a couple other guys. Just going down the line. Just going to kind of breeze through for you guys. Some on the back because I ran out of pages. Some more women's fighters. Some more men's fighters. Anderson Silva, he's a tough card. And you got Jose Aldo as well, who's another tough guy. And Amanda Nunes, of course. And you got Jack Shore and a couple other notable fighters. You got some more women's and men's fighters. These guys are some of my first UFC cards, actually. You go down the line, you got Max Holloway. A cool photo of him. I like it. And you got Edison Barboza and Kevin Cutler and a couple others. Dan Ice. Got some more on the back. Some more women's fighters. Jessica Andre, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Dustin Poirier, who's a GOAT, Conor McGregor, those three up there. Bellator Rush, another Bill DeRush, and a couple other fighters. Another Justin Gaethje. Sean Brady, although he kind of fell off the rankings. Shavkat, like without the hat though. BJ Penn, another very notable fighter. And you keep going down the line, you got another Anderson Silva, Yai Ling, and a couple other fighters. And you keep going, you get holographic guys. You got John Jones, you got Johnny Walker, Chris Wildman over here. And you got Daniel Cormier, Anthony Smith, Glover Teixeira, a couple other guys. Brock Lesnar. And you go page. Got some more guys that I've already said a couple of their names. Then second to last page, or third to last page, BJ Penn, Khabib special card, Dustin Poirier in action, Donald Carone. He's tough. This guy's a very popular card right now amongst Tony Has Died's channel. Oblak, or Oblakai, or however you say his last name. He's pretty popular because of his face. They relate him to Caveman. You got Justin Gaethje, Cowboy Edition. King Green, who just got a dub recently. Got some more girls. You got Muhammad Ankalaev. You got Sean O'Malley. Another Bryce. And then you go to the last page, which has a lot of my rarer cards, besides a couple extra because I ran out of spots. You got Caitlin Camaria, number 4 out of 75. You got this middleweight guy debut, number 51 out of 125 copies. Then you got Amanda Lemos, 18 out of 50 copies. And you got Curtis Blades, Rafael Deoños, and Jessica Andrade again. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Look forward to more UFC fights. Maybe a Nashville Preds video. Just keep on the lookout. Follow my Instagram, YouTube, and follow the TFT account. And thanks for watching.